It is 100% possible for you to hit number 1 in your arena shard as a free-to-play player, and in this video, I'm going to give you 6 tips on how you can make that happen. Let's go! So, I have been told many times, Cubs fan Hunt, it is just not possible for me to get to the top of my arena shard. And I am here to tell you guys that is false. Let's go over 6 tips on how you guys can make that happen. Tip number 1 is to take the path of least resistance. And what I mean by that is you need to find the fastest team you can farm to get you to number 1. What I recommend you do for this is to check what the top of your arena shard looks like right now. This is going to be based on where you are at in the game. So this tip applies to seasoned players and it applies to new players. Keep in mind that as a new free-to-play player, it may take you a bit to catch up to those whales in your shard, but ultimately you will reach a point where you can only farm 5 characters so far, and you should be able to catch up once you hit level 85. What is working in your arena? Look at your roster and then figure out what characters do I already have, what characters am I missing, and what is the fastest way possible to have those 5 characters that I am seeing actually working at the top of my arena shard. Tip number 2 is to focus heavily on mods. You can have the best team in your arena server. You could have the number 1 team, the most meta possible team that ever was meta. And if you don't have the mods for it, you will fall flat on your face. You guys know this. I don't need to beat a dead horse over this. You've got to find the speed secondary. You got to farm those mods. You have to make it a priority. If you're procrastinating this, stop. It's going to take some time, but once you find those mods, you will be able to move them to an arena team to make that team that you farmed from tip number 1 viable in the top of your arena servers. But please, make no mistake, without the mods, you just can't do it. So you've got to farm those mods. There's a lot of farming guides out there for mods. Go ahead and check the link above my head right now. I've got some tip videos that I have made about mods to help you guys farm those mods. I won't break all of that down here right now, but just know you've got to focus on the mods if you're going to make arena happen for you. Tip number 3 is to get in touch with your arena shard mates. These are all of those guys and gals who started playing the game around the same time as you. Now, this is where I do have to throw up a disclaimer because there are some arena servers that have closed arena chats, meaning they're not going to let you into the club. I don't necessarily agree with this. I won't really get into a debate about it. It's just that could kind of be a caveat that makes it impossible for you to hit number 1 or at least to hit there and stay there for long. But if you can get in touch with your arena shard, then there is almost always going to be some coordination at the top, say the top 20, 25 or so, where your shard mates are agreeing to not hit each other around their payout time, and you agree to not hit them during their payout time. So you will have a big spreadsheet of all of the guys in your shards, what time is their payout. You will know then who to hit and win and who to avoid so that you can all basically have an easier climb to the top and you don't keep getting hit down endlessly down into the depths of your arena shard so that your climb is more possible and practical. This is really important to the state of the game. Now, some people disagree with this method, but it's just the way the game is. If you want to be able to consistently hit those top spots, you will need to be in touch with your arena shard so that you can do so and not immediately get hit back down. Tip number 4 is to save all of your arena battles for the last 2 hours before your payout time. Now, this may be really obvious to some of you guys, and these are probably those of you out there who have been taking those top spots because it just makes sense. But before I really started coordinating and taking top spots, I was doing my arena battles throughout the day, all over the place. And what happens when you do this is you're just going to be when you climb up for your payout time, you're going to waste battles. So say I'm sitting at 25 when I wake up in the morning, and I do a couple battles. I battle up to number 10. I'm just going to be knocked down by the time it's my turn to make my climb, and I wasted those battles. I might be starting at 25 again, and it's lost effort. Save those battles. As much as it might pain you to do so, wait until those last 2 hours, then start doing your climb. Assuming that you're coordinating with your shard, you'll know who to avoid. You can climb to those top spots, ideally in 5 battles, and then you will have a much easier time getting to the top and having battles to do it without spending too many refreshes. Speaking of refreshes, our tip number 5 is going to be to spend your refreshes wisely. Now, there are 2 kinds of refreshes in the arena, and I want to break down 2 of them. Number 1 is going to be when you're out of attempts. You will know that you're at this because you've done 5 arena battles, and you'll have a timer that is coordinated to your pay or to the end of the day. And so it'll say like 6 hours or 12 hours or what have you. Those 50 crystals will earn you another 5 attempts total. So if you spend 50 crystals after your first 5 battles, then you will have an additional 5 battles equaling 10 total battles for the day. For a lot of people, please note, this may be necessary. If you're in a really competitive shard, even if you have a really good team, you might be falling down into the 30s and 40s once you're able to get to number 1. And if you're doing that, then you're probably going to have to spend that refresh so you can have more than 5 battles. That is okay. I want you guys to be comfortable spending that refresh. Ideally, you won't have to. Ideally, you can do it in 2 battles, you know? That would be ideal. That's just not realistic for some of you, and so spending those 50 crystals is worth it. Say you're only able to climb to 10 with those 5 battles, or even 15. Spending that extra 50 crystals could be a difference of several hundred crystals, which totally offsets that spending of 50 crystals for the refresh. The second type of refresh is when you're refreshing your timer. Now, 9 out of 10 times, this is completely useless to do. You've got attempts left. You just have to wait 10 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever it is to do your next battle. There are certain cases where I recommend doing this. There's 2 reasons. Number 1 is if you're paranoid. What I mean by that is if you've got somebody below you and you know that guy. You know this guy. You just hit him. Maybe he hit you back, and now you're going to hit him back, and you don't want to be going back and forth, back and forth. If I notice I'm in a situation like that, what I will do is I will battle that person, and then I'll immediately refresh and jump into another battle right away. This does 2 things. Number 1, it prevents them from attacking you right away because you're already in a battle. And if you're already in a battle, they cannot force you down. Number 2 is that next available spot to them is not going to be you once you win that battle. And so you make that progress. Usually it will be enough so that you can finish your climb without getting sniped down. Sometimes I will even not battle the top available spot. I'll battle maybe the next one down so that when that person battles back up, they won't run into me as their top spot. But sometimes it's just really good to spend that refresh so you can get right into battle so you don't have to worry about getting sniped. Because nobody likes to get sniped on their arena climb. And then finally, our last tip is to be patient. The arena can be a very frustrating area of the game. I have such a love-hate relationship with arena. There are days where I feel like I can beat anybody. It's really fun. There's other days where I feel like my mods suck. I can't win battles, and it's really frustrating. So just be patient as you are working towards the arena, especially if you're newer players in the game, free-to-play players. It takes a little bit of time to get there. It takes a lot of trial and error. It takes a lot of mod farming. It takes a little bit of chasing the meta. That can be really frustrating as well. Just remember, this is a game. It's meant to be fun. There's going to be periods of time where you struggle. I'm actually a good example of that. I spent a very long time, months and months and months and months, where I was able, ever since R2-D2 came out, I was able to take number 1 every day if I wanted to. It's just a matter of time. Some days I didn't have the time to do it. It was no issue. I could beat almost anyone in my shard except for one dude who had just stupid mods. Stupid mods. I was able to take number 1 every day, and then when Treya hit, I was running my Nightmare team. I wasn't able to beat almost any Treya teams. My mods just weren't good enough. And I've spent, up until the Grandmaster Yoda rework, I spent a good long time just not being able to take number 1. It was really frustrating for me. Then the Grandmaster Yoda rework hit. I went all in on that. Obviously, I love Jedi. I was able to beat a lot of those Trail Lead teams, and now with Basso Lead, I have one of the better teams in the Shard that is not falling lower than 25 daily, which is really, really nice. And so just be patient. There may be ups, there may be downs, and that is okay. Stay with it. If you keep farming the mods, you keep farming the right arena characters, you can get there. Take it from me, as a free-to-play player, I've made it to the top of my shard. I've been able to stay there. And keep in mind, once you make it there, in a lot of ways, it's a race of getting there. And once you're there, it's a lot easier to stay there because you are getting those crystals. You're getting those 500, 450, 400 crystals, depending on your rotation. That makes it so much easier to farm the gear that you need fast so that you can stay on top of those meta shifts. All right, my friends, I hope this video was helpful for you so that you can have some idea of how you can get to the top of your arena shards if you're not there already. Trust me, I know there's going to be some of you who look at me right now and you're typing comments right now saying, Cubs and Han, you're wrong. I cannot do this. You're wrong. You can do it. Believe in yourself. Take the time to farm the mods. Take the time to farm the right team, and you can get there. It might take a while, but it's absolutely possible for you to get there. And if you need some help, you need some more one-on-one advice, go ahead, join my Discord server. There's a lot of people on there. There's a link down in the description below who know what they're doing. You can really give you some one-on-one advice. If you want some one-on-one advice from me, join my Patreon. I have helped a lot of people on my Patreon team get to number 1. So if you liked the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you guys haven't subscribed to my channel already, go ahead and do so as well. And as always, my brothers, don't forget.
Over my dead body. Sorry about the mess.